Try this again, shall we? Hail, brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield, and welcome back. Or welcome, I should say, to the first official episode of Factorio 0.15 Megabus. Yes, we are making a start on a new series, one which we made a start with in the last live stream I did. I was setting this up. If you haven't watched the stream at all, then shame on you. I wanna shift all this stuff about. Yes, I did a live stream last week for the 0.15 launch, and we made a start on this little base just to see how things were going to go with it. And what I decided to do was to turn this into a new series. So we're doing that today. What's going to happen, like, if you haven't been following the Attack on Factorio series, what's going to be happening is Fridays are now going to alternate between the two different Factorio series. So we'll be having this one week, next week we'll be back to Attack on Factorio, and so on, until some sort of resolution is found. I don't know whether or not we'll get that. But I've been doing a little bit of playtesting on this. I need to shimmy my stuff about a little bit, because it's all in the wrong spots. And I made some changes with regards to, like, well, I want to make some changes with regards to where my main bus is going. So we're going to bring iron along this way, all the way along there. I want to try and bypass this coal patch. And with what I said at the start of the video, this is the second time I've tried to second time I've sat down to record this today. What happened last time is I sat down, started my recording as per usual, and I was about 35 minutes in when I realised I haven't hit record on my game capture software. Yep, well done me. So I'm sitting down to do this again, but a good thing with this is I did make quite a bit of progress, but not a huge amount was lost. We'll leave these in as markers, place markers for where the actual main bus is going to go. Right, so how was I doing all of this? I don't hear you ask. I want my tool belt. I need more space for things. Basic plan for this was I'm just going to do a main bus style factory. So we're going to have like a series of overloaded belts that are going to be running around the place, and they're going to be providing all of the supplies, and they're all going to branch off and split off in various different directions to go and make all the things that we need, and anything that needs to be put back onto the bus will do so. It's a fairly standard factory design, and while I've done them before, I haven't done one on film, and I want to kind of really get in to see how 0.15 is going to work. So that's kind of the purpose of this series. Right, so these belts can all probably disappear because they're kind of no longer needed place markers. But another reason I want to do like kind of main bus design is that a lot of new recipes have come in, a lot of recipes have changed, so I want to really get into the kind of nitty-gritty of this, and I want to find out what needs to be bussed and what doesn't. So I'm setting up just kind of place markers right now for where this bus is going to go. So that would be copper, that would be 4 lines of circuits, because I'm bold and adventurous and a silly man. 2 lines of steel, 1 of coal, and then, actually no, that'll be advanced circuits and processing units I will have there. Then I need steel, coal, stone and stone brick. And that should be enough for now. Oh, maybe I'm going to need plastic and batteries. And then probably another couple there. This is going to be a big factory. This is going to be a very wide bus. It's certainly not going to be a short bus. Ooh, I think that might have been in poor taste. Okay, so first thing on the menu is going to be getting science up and running. I don't know why I'm dragging that belt out. It doesn't need it. It's literally just meant to be a marker. So I want a gap of 3, so we can start there. How many do I need? I need I did work all this out. One iron gear wheel gets made every half a second, which means I need 10 of these. So I need another 3. Okay, so we're going to have one gear wheel assembler, and then all of these are going to be red signs. So it's not that the amount of factories is going to, like, the way I'm working this, for those who might not know, I'm basing the size of this build off of the amount of gear wheels that are assembled in this first assembler. So this produces 1 gear wheel every half a second when it's, like, on average. That's the recipe. And these use a single gear wheel in 5 seconds. So that means that there are 10 gear wheels used every half a second. 10 gear wheels for... I'm doing a very poor job of explaining this. Basically, this 1 gear wheel assembler will supply enough gears every half a second to feed all of these, and no more. And that's how I'm going to be doing all of the builds for this. We're going to be going off these sorts of ratios, and it's gonna get messy, but it should be quite fun, I'm hoping. Okay, a couple of fast inserters. Let's get these guys installed, and then we need some power. Need some power poles. That'll be a good start. Okay, so red science should now be operating. Oh, I didn't want to remove that one. That one is needed. No, you need to be that. There we go. These guys can probably be dismantled. Not really needed now, because we're going to be dismantling all of the science. We're going to be shifting that around. That is going to be the main goal for today, is just to kind of move this basic production hub off to a better location, which is going to be the main bus. There's no need for it to be up here anymore. We're going to be shifting everything around to a far more efficient system. There we go. Right, that's cleared things up quite nicely. So, all of this stuff... Oh, I missed some power lines. That's bad. That's not setting a good example for the kids. Right, I'm going to leave the circuit set up there for a little while, just in case I need to come back for more. As for everything else, we should be alright. We've got a nice supply of red science packs here now. I'm going to dump all of these into this assembler as well, because I don't need them on my person. Right, so this gap here is going to be for fluids. I'll mark this with some pipe. There we go. That's all that's sorted. And this will be the red and green science line. So I'm going to bring all of the research stuff back over this way. I'm going to set up an interesting little design for our science. Because we've got lots more in the way of science packs that we need to be dealing with now. So I want to try and find a clever way of getting them in. So we can have 2 like that going down the middle. That'll be red science packs of 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then there's 5, 6, 7 to deal with as well. So what I'm thinking is something like this. I'm thinking this could be a good plan. Or maybe having... No, I kind of like this one. So we just do like that. Then we can have that and a long handled one. Like that. And you can have power lines there and there. That powers everything. And then a long handled inserter. Yeah, I think that works quite nicely. Let me get a blueprint of this, and we can just copy and paste it down the line. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And if we need any more, we can just add more to the line, which would be quite handy. So let's just put all this stuff in. Whoops, that was meant to be a lab. Get rid of you. Come on. Do this stuff properly. Right, now I think that should do quite nicely. Right, this is all guesswork as far as I'm concerned. It might be absolute rubbish. So that's all powered. This line will be coming down here to supply red and green. So that means all of my green science packs are going to be made right next to all this. For now, I'm going to put down a chest with an inserter just to get all of these green science packs back into the system. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Just waiting for this guy to empty out. Okay, there we go, we're getting research back on the go. Fantastic. Right, so this is going to need to be belts and inserters. So we'll just shift, check all these inserters down. I suppose I should put the jobs in as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Boom. Okay, so this is going to get us a perfect ratio of a green science and a red science every half a second. All we've got to do now is supply it with the necessary things, which we should be able to do quite easily. But I do need to get circuits set up, so that's going to be a thing that I'll have to sort out now. As for where I want circuits, I kind of want them on the opposite side of the bus. That's where I was setting them up in the last attempted recording. But there is this big coal patch that's in the way, and probably going to want to access that at some point. What I could do is, if I get to a point later on when I've got bots available and I want to get all that coal out of the ground, I could just kind of move things, he says, unsure of himself. I don't know. It's definitely a possibility. But for now, I'm going to sort myself out, I should say, a belt balancer, because I'm going to need to be drawing copper off of the top line of the bus. And I think the general consensus with a lot of people is that if you're doing a main bus design, you should keep all of your production areas and builds off to one side of the bus. Because of the potential of having to kind of expand your bus, expand the main bus at some point, or something to that effect. I think I've already given myself quite enough space to work with, and a lot of the stuff that's going onto this bus isn't going to be coming along until fairly late on. A lot of it's like kind of high-tech stuff. But we're going to need to bring iron down to here. We're going to need to bring another copper line over. Most definitely. Hell, I think I might just start doing circuits immediately after this. So, come on up, buddy. You're going to be my first circuit, first copper line. And I'm out of belt already anyway, so never fucking mind. Okay, you're not going to go there. You're going to go there. 2 and 3. And now I need more assemblers. What am I running short on? Iron. That's a shocker. Always short on iron early game. Okay, so iron's going to come up there. Copper is coming up this. Circuits are going to be coming back down that. Okay, thank you. Circuit network, I will definitely have that. I would like to start trying to play with the circuit network a little bit in this series, because I haven't really done anything with it. Not properly, anyway. So I wanna see what I can do with the circuit network. I'm not going to be particularly confident in it, but it's certainly something I want to try and utilize a bit more, because it's a core component of this game, and I've just kind of ignored it because it's kind of a little over my head, and I have seen like tutorials and other people using them quite proficiently, so I think it's about time I gave it a go. You think? I don't fucking know anymore. Oh dear, I seem to have run out of belt. Good job I kept the belt production going. And I might actually start drawing iron gears. Those are the ones that I remembered eventually. Oh dear. Oh, that fits so nicely. I like it. It looks so uniform. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. I need more iron. Again! Why don't I bring iron up to the area where I'm working? That could be helpful. And we could bring another copper line up as well while we're at it. I think that would be handy. So these are going to be for copper wire on the outsides. And then inside we're going to have circuits. There we go. Give me some more of the iron, please. That's connected all that stuff up, which is lovely. Very good. I'm concerned I might need to go and start doing, like, putting down some more iron smelting, or at the very least improving it sometime soon. It's definitely going to be happening fairly quickly. Right. Oh yeah, I actually need to connect you to the main power line, don't I? Connect you to the network. There we go. Right, everything's going to fly into action now. We're actually going to get circuits, which would be nice. What's going on here? Oh, you're facing the wrong way. That would be why I am struggling with my circuits. But there we go. We've got those on the bus now. So we can draw a line out, and we can start sorting out the intermediate products for our green science. So what do we need for that? We need inserters, and we need transport belts. So transport belts need, you need an iron gear wheel, and then you need the belt itself. So that's alright. So we can just do something like that, and then output can go along here and then loop around. That should be reasonable. In fact, I've got a different idea. Let's offload them onto a belt here, because we'll get the inserters being produced here. We'll get another gear producer there, and then you need iron, you need lots of iron, and then you're going to need a couple there for green circuits. So this should work quite well. I really fucking hope. Right, that's getting belts on the line. Fantastic. Let's go and get the green circuits operational. or get the green circuits onto this end of the bus. I need more belts. Wow, okay, let me go and grab all this before everything else grabs it. It's not much belt, but it'll do. That circuit network has just completely stopped, completely halted. So, come on, let's get some green circuits in this bastard. And we'll see some green science get made, I hope. Oh, I should go about making some lights. Where are they? Ah, there we go, we're getting green science packs. Awesome. These are being made every half a second, yes. So are these, yes. Okay, so this should start to back up once these science packs start to back up along the line. I mean, it's a fairly big line, but it'll get there. I'll put some lights along this bus for now. Oh, there we go. Right, gates. Let's do that. Alright, there we go. That should just keep things a little more illuminated at night. So, what is needed next? I don't know, let's go and check this iron line, because it looks like it might start running a bit thin. I need to start sorting out things like steel. That needs to end up being on the bus at some point. I've got a blueprint here. Let's grab all of this so we can lay out the basics for our smelting column. And 4 smelting columns for iron. Definitely going to need a lot more iron. That's going to be a main thing. Okay, so another one there, and then another one there will give us iron that will then go into steel production. And I can't be asked to faff around clearing trees by hand, so I'm thinking of doing something a little bit more on the cheaty spectrum, but a little more on the fun side of things. So I've got a load of coal. I need to get a load of iron plates. Let's make some grenades. Let's clear out Mother Nature in the most entertaining way possible. Bar the shotgun. The shotgun's too much fun. But this circuit setup can go now, because I'm all done with you. You're finished, buddy. You're no longer needed. But thank you. Okay, so I've got some grenades. I'm gonna clear some space. Ooh, this is gonna be explosive. Literally. Also makes it a bit easier on me because it doesn't end up deleting all of my blueprint stuff. Although you do run out of them really quite quickly. Fortunately, we're going to have to automate them, because they're needed in the what's probably going to be the next science pack, because we've already unlocked military science packs. But we need steel in order to make piercing rounds. Oh, piercing rounds now use firearm magazines. Fucking fantastic, because I hated always having those sitting around. Speaking of which, I should probably make some, because I haven't really got any ammo. Let's clear out some more of this shite. Fucking trees everywhere, it's just... Might actually go and set up an assembler to make grenades, just for now. Yeah, I tell you what, you sit there with an inserter and a box, and just make, I don't know, however many you fancy. Ooh, we've got research done. Good. I want to go with electric energy distribution. I want some better power poles. And you're going to make grenades. I need to get some iron for you. But don't worry, I will get right on that. I'll just go and run down the belt or something. Never mind, I found a box full of it. It does need quite a lot of coal though, so I'm going to change those to fast inserters just to make sure that they get loaded quickly. And we'll finish demolishing. I should focus on the area that I want to clear the most, which is this space for steel processing. Okay, that's a fair amount of space cleared. How many grenades have we got here? We got 5, that's alright. Won't argue with that too much. Get up to 6 though. That's good. Now, I'm even gonna chuck down another assembler for this, because, like, fuck, I want grenades even quicker. So that should get us a grenade every 4 seconds ish. Not the most efficient. But then, I suppose this isn't the most efficient way of clearing trees. It is rather fun, I'll say that. Oh! And another 10 will get us up to the 48 that we need for this series of columns. Although I don't want to expand it too far in case I end up blowing stuff up while I'm destroying trees. Give me more. 10! That's better. Oh, yes! Fantastic way of deforesting areas. Just use explosives. Oh, and I get that atomic bomb. I saw it test run of the atomic bomb weapon on Bentham's 0.15 overview, and oh my god, it looks like so much fun. Yeah, give me those grenades. Give me them grenades, I need them. Even if it's just to get me like far enough to be able to build a steel axe so that I can clear trees away quicker. That would be really good, just to start with. Because I was contemplating doing all of this by hand, but then I was like, you know what, fuck that. I've got better things to do. Like laying belt. Ooh, there we go, we've got better power poles. Lovely, let's get the engine, shall we? Ooh, we get access to pumps. Don't those need electric engines, though? I'm curious. Oh no, they now need regular engines. What do we get off the electric engine then? Is there anything new and interesting to do with that? No idea. Wow, follow robot count has got an infinite research on it. That is fucking ridiculous. And so does the worker robot speed. Oh, I am going to be interested to see how fast those robots can go. Okay, not quite enough inserters to get everything put in, but that should have given us enough time to get a decent amount of grenades built up in supply. Oh yes. Stealing quite a bit of the coal supply though. Oh fuck. You guys might have to chill out for a little bit actually, so I'm going to reduce the stack on that. But 28 grenades. Can't argue with 28 grenades, and if you do, you're a fool. Because I think they're more powerful than you ever will be. Oh yes. I love clearing trees this way. This is like the early game version of like when you use a deconstruction planner and robots. It's like, I haven't got robots or a deconstruction planner. What have I got? I've got grenades, that'll do. And as far as I'm concerned, it does. Let's get some more iron. And we can try and finish putting all this shit in place. Need some more inserters. And, oh yes, this belt needs to go this way. You need to loop back round on yourself. I think I need to put power lines in for everything. But then we should be good to start bringing resources up. Like coal and iron. Now we can actually get some steel on the go. The unfortunate thing being I need steel in order to make the better power poles that I want to put into this system. Fuck you, you're out of place. Get in place. Thank you very much, fucker. Well, I should do there. Let's go and bring this iron line down. Let's go and grab some more grenades. Clear out some more trees while I'm at it. Ow! Fuck! Clear out some of this space. God, give me room to breathe, will you? There we go. That's better. We'll have to pay attention to pollution though, because destroying all these trees means the bugs are not going to be happy. When are they ever? You know what they're like. So iron to go up this way. And then we need to bring a line of coal up. And I think you guys can probably shut off now. Either that or I should just put in more mining drills. Why don't we do that instead? That could be a good idea. The better option. Just get more coal. It's going to be jutting onto this little iron patch if I go much further. It's a pain in the arse. Oh, hello. Right, oil processing. Let's get that going. I'm not really paying attention to the research that's actually being done. I'm just kind of getting it underway and making it do its thing. All that stuff. Ooh, here we go. Get all of this coal onto belts. Why are you not connected? What is going on with you? Oh, right, there we go. I forget that these can't reach over all of this stuff. Their reach is just one too shy. So if I do something like this, that kind of keeps me happy, and then we can just add a splitter there. You can come off this way and go back to the power systems, and then this one can come up and split off wherever is needed for everything else, really. There we are. That should sort things out as far as steel production goes. Let all of these miners just keep doing the thing. Hopefully things will start to sort themselves out once all of the bolts are loaded. I mean, this is probably some serious overkill. I really don't think I need this many. But I'm fucking doing it. So, you know, argue all you bloody well want. Power's still holding up quite nicely. I thought things were slowing down a little bit. But I want to tidy up this iron as well. Right, okay, that's taken a little bit longer than I expected, but we have steel. Fan-fucking-tastic, thank you. I will have all of that and more as soon as it's available, please. The iron has been tidied up and fixed. We've got far too much coal mining going on, but that's good because we need to put that on the main bus anyway. So I think we're off to a fairly good start here. I'm going to come back down to my main bus just to have a look at things. I'm looking forward to seeing how this science is going to work. Next target is going to be making military science packs, so we need to automate piercing rounds, grenades and gun turrets. Can do. And then we'll go from there, really. So I'm hoping that this is going to be another good series and that people are going to enjoy it. It's not going to be as original by any means as Attack on Factorio was, and even that was kind of working off a borrowed concept. But this is just kind of like a run-of-the-mill factory idea, and I'm interested to see what kind of layouts I'm going to end up having to work with when it comes down to like some of the weird ratios that we're going to have with new recipes and stuff. So it's going to be quite fun, and I've never built anything as far as a main bus goes on this scale, so this is kind of a first for me. So this will be good fun. But all things being considered, the new district that I've got being built in Attack on Factorio, naming competition is still open for it, so you've got until next week. It probably won't be by next Friday, which is when the video will go up, but it will be like kind of early week-ish when I sit down to record it. Probably start of the week, so you've probably got a few more days, really. Other than that, I will just leave this episode off here and say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Let's Plays or metal covers from me, you can check out the playlists that are on the channel, and you can follow the links in the description below to follow me on social medias. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Mitchell, signing off. Everything down, and we'll build... Fuck it, I'm gonna go all out, and I'm building a stronghold right on their front doorstep.